The Samsung Galaxy Tab 10.1 was one of the premier Android tablets when it launched in 2011, with specs that, at the very least, match what other Android tablets were doing at the time. Unfortunately, the Galaxy Tab 2 10.1 feels more like a prequel rather than a full-fledged, hey, we've improved everything sequel. Hi, I'm Eric Franklin, and today I'll be taking a first look at the Samsung Galaxy Tab 2 10.1. The Tab 2 is both slightly heavier and a little bit thicker than the original. While it feels comfortable to hold, it is kind of wide, making typing a bit difficult if you're trying to hold it at the same time. Also, the bezel isn't completely flush with the outer casing of the tablet, creating this slightly annoying edge here. The speakers have been moved to the front of the tablet, are larger, and deliver loud, if still typically average, tablet quality sound. Samsung replaced the original's 2-megapixel front camera with a VGA one. The back camera is still 3-megapixel, but it no longer has an LED spotlight. On the top edge is the power lock button, volume rocker, micro SD port, IR blaster, and a headphone jack. On the bottom edge is a dock connector and microphone pinhole. The tablet runs Ice Cream Sandwich with a dual-core Samsung 1 GHz processor. You also get Samsung's TouchWiz UX interface and look. The screen is pretty responsive and apps launch quickly. When scrolling through long web pages, I saw some clipping at the bottom of the screen, but it usually clears up once you've scrolled through once. 1080p video played fine for the most part, but larger 1080p files actually had some trouble playing smoothly. One of those areas where the quad-core Tegra 3 on other tablets shows its advantage. Riptide GP performance remained at the lower end of the scale, topping out at about 25 to 30 frames per second. While the clarity of the screen matches other Samsung PLS screens, the screen does seem to push green more than the original Tab 10.1 did, giving images a subtle green tint. Even if you're a fan of Samsung's TouchWiz interface and you're champing at the bit to get your hands on a 10-inch tablet with an IR blaster, $400 is still pushing it given the competition. This is still a dual-core $400 tablet with 16 gigabytes of built-in storage. The quad-core Asus Transformer Pad TF300 is $20 less for the same storage, and $400 gets you that tablet with 32 gigabytes of storage. With that kind of competition, it's difficult to see the Tab 2 10.1 as anything other than an overpriced sequel that comes up short in performance and doesn't exactly push the envelope when it comes to features. For my final word, check out my full written review. Once again, this is Eric Franklin, and this has been a first look at the Samsung Galaxy Tab 2 10.1.